You think you know Tagalog affixes? Well, think again. Kumusta po kayo? Welcome back. Welcome back as we continue our journey in learning a beautiful language, Tagalog. This is part 3 of our deep dive into Tagalog verb affixes. In episode 200, we covered the top 6 verb affixes, mag, ma, in, an, and e. In the last video, episode 201, we covered the secondary affixes, maka, maki, makipag, magpa, and ipag. In this video, we will discuss the more advanced verb affixes. These are ika, ipang, paki, magpaka, and mag plus reduplication. These are the everyday I cook, I eat affixes. These are the I was surprised, I was glad, I was embarrassed, and I did it politely kind of affixes. These are the more advanced affixes, the ones that make your Tagalog sound emotional, polite, expressive, and 100% native. That's why by the end of this video, you'll sound less like you're reading a textbook and more like you've lived in the Philippines your whole life. So, tara, simulan na natin. But before we do that, please be sure that you are subscribed by clicking on the subscribe button and the bell notification button so you'd be updated of new videos. Alright? Alright, let's start with something emotional. Our first advanced verb affix is ika. Ika is all about feelings, emotions, or states caused by something. It's like saying, I felt this because of that. Here are some examples. The root word tuwa. The infinitive and imperative verb is ikatuwa, to be glad about something. For example, ikinatuwa ko ang pagdating ni Marie. The arrival of Marie gladdened me. Or, the arrival of Marie made me glad. Here's another one. The root word inis, annoyance. The infinitive and imperative verb is ikainis, to be annoyed about something. For example, ikinaiinis ni Ariana ang ugali ni Rene. Rene's attitude is annoying Ariana. Or in more modern English, Ariana is pissed off with Rene. The root word gulat, surprise. The infinitive and imperative verb is ikagulat, to be surprised about something. For example, ikagugulat mo ang sasabihin ko. What I will say will surprise you. Think of ika as the emotional trigger affix. Imagine scrolling on your phone. Boom! You see your crush got married. Ikinagulat mo yon, di ba? It surprised you, right? But when your best friend passes the board exam, ikinatuwa mo naman yon. That one made you happy. Same structure, totally different emotion. All thanks to ika. Second on our list is the affix ipang. This one highlights purpose or instrument. It's about what you use or utilize to do something or what something is for. For example, the root word sulat, write. The infinitive and imperative verb is ipangsulat, to use something for writing. For example, ipangsulat mo ito. You use this for writing. The root word luto, cook. Ipangluto, to use something for cooking. Ipinangluto ni Mario ang kaldero. Mario used the pot for cooking. The root word bukas, open, to use something to open something. Ipangbubukas ko ng pintuan ang bareta. I will use the crowbar to open the door. The root word hugas, wash. Ipanghugas, to use something to wash something. Ipanghuhugas natin ang tubig ulan. We will use the rainwater to wash something. So, if I focuses on the object, ipang focuses on the tool or the purpose. Imagine you're doing your chore and your mom sees you trying to wash clothes with dishwashing liquid. She yells, "Anak, huwag yan ang ipanglaba mo. Don't use that for washing clothes." Now you know, the moment you hear ipang, someone's probably using the wrong tool. Moving on to number 3 affix, paki. This one's a classic and honestly, very polite. Filipinos use it dozens of times every day. Paki is how you turn a command into a polite request. It's basically Tagalog's version of please. One unique quality of paki is that it's not conjugated into aspects and it exists only in the imperative form. Here's some examples. The root word kuha, get. The imperative verb is pakikuha, to politely request someone to get something. Hoy Jun, pakikuha ang bola sa gym. Hey Jun, please get the ball from the gym. Linis, clean, pakilinis, to politely request someone to clean something. Marie, pakilinis yung lamesa. Marie, please clean the table. Yung is the less formal version of the direct marker ang. Sulat, write, pakisulat, to politely request someone to write something. Ginoong Santos, pakisulat po ang pangalan ninyo. Mr. Santos, please write your name. Remember, adding po makes the sentence more polite. Notice how much softer that sound compared to kunin mo or isulat mo. Also, if mag is the bossy command, paki is the friendly, hey, could you version. Pro tip, add the enclitic particle nga and you'll sound even more natural. Pakikuha mo nga yung remote. That's a Filipino formula for politeness. Direct but gentle. The next affix is an interesting one. It has something to do in striving to possess a human quality or to act on the essence of a root word. That affix is magpaka. Let's take a look at these examples. The root word totoo, true or real. The infinitive and imperative verb is magpakatotoo, to strive to be true or real. Magpakatotoo ka. Huwag kang magkunwari. Be real, don't pretend. The root word bait, kindness or goodness. Magpakabait, to strive to be kind or to be good. Nagpakabait ang mga bata habang nasa bakasyon ka. The children tried to be good when you were on vacation. Tino, sense or reasonableness. Magpakatino, to strive to act sensible. Nagpapakatino naman ako, di ba? I am indeed being sensible, aren't I? Tragically, magpaka is also the prefix used to describe one taking his or her own life. This is with the root word patay, dead. Magpakamatay, to commit suicide. Nagpakamatay daw yung babaeng may sakit. Nakakalungkot naman. I heard the sick woman committed suicide. It's so sad. There's not a whole lot of verbs that starts with magpaka. And the ones that starts with this prefix describe very serious actions, good and bad. Like being prevented by your friend when you get into a fight. If you hear, wag kang magpakabayani. Don't be a hero. You know things are serious, right? If you're liking this video so far, please do hit the like button because that will help this channel grow. Alright? Now, for a change, the last on our list of advanced affixes is a fun one. It's for habitual, playful, or repetitive actions. We take the prefix mag from our top 6 affixes and then repeat the first syllable or part of the root word. That's why we call this affix the mag plus reduplication affix. Let's take a look at these examples. The root word hanap, search. The infinitive and imperative verb is maghanap-hanap, to search around. Maghanap-hanap ka lang dyan. Makikita mo rin. You just search around there. You'll eventually find it. The root word lakad, walk. Maglakad-lakad, to stroll around or to walk leisurely or aimlessly around. Iyan lang ang ginagawa niya. Naglalakad-lakad lang. That's what he or she does, just walking aimlessly. The root word laro, play. Maglaro-laro, to play around. Naglaro-laro lang ang mga bata. The children just played around. The root word Tingin, look. Magtingin-tingin, to look around. Magtitingin-tingin lang ako roon. I will just look around over there. If mag is for purposive action, mag plus reduplication is the chill version of mag. Like maglakad ka is the serious command of you walk. Maglakad-lakad ka, on the other hand, is the nonchalant you walk around. There you have it, some of the more advanced verb affixes. I hope you realize that they don't just change grammar, they change tone, emotion, and respect. They're the reason why Tagalog sounds so layered. You can express joy, politeness, intensity, or even a whole relationship all with tiny syllables. When you hear, ikinatuwa ko yan, it's not just I'm happy, it's I'm sincerely glad because of that. When you say, pakikuha mo nga, it's not just get it, it's please could you get it. When you say, naglalakad-lakad lang kami, it's not just we're just walking, it's we're just walking around and enjoying it. It's the kind of nuance that makes your Tagalog sound warm and alive. To recap, ika, feelings or states caused by something. Ipang, tool or purpose. Paki, polite request. Magpaka, to strive to be something. Mag plus reduplication, habitual or playful actions. These are your more advanced affixes, and mastering them means you're officially on the next level of Tagalog fluency. The list of Tagalog verb affixes is quite long, and we're just in the midway point in learning all of them. In the next video, I will do a rundown of the remaining Tagalog verb affixes we haven't discussed. I hope you catch that. I will be seeing you then. Maraming salamat po at hanggang sa susunod.